everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is time for my weekly favorites, and I want to say glad to be back. I've been gone for the week. As you've probably noticed, haven't uploaded any videos before now for this week, but that's just because I was in Colorado. And in case you're new, you don't know, but I live in Dallas, and I've lived in Dallas for my entire life. Or, you know, not necessarily in Dallas, but like right around Dallas. So I am completely a Texas girl and had never been to Colorado. So it was an insane opportunity. My daughter, her husband is in the Army, and they were just PCS to the Fort Carson, is it Fort Carson? Right outside of Colorado Springs. And my baby, Addison, turned 2 while I was there. So, it was just a phenomenal time. So, I really should do like a vlog or something, or just a video on the vacation, because it was insane. I was able to put a few pictures up, but really was a great time. And the weather was so different in Colorado. First of all, let's just say, I don't know that I've ever really seen a mountain in person. I'm sure I have. No, I have. I saw them in Germany. I saw some in Germany and in Garmisch. But like here, like at the homestead, again, Dallas, we don't have mountains, right? It was phenomenal. But the air, I just was like, it was just, I thought my dry area was just going to like peel off, but it didn't. It was the weirdest thing, but it was just, it was intense. It really was intense. But let me tell you, I did have the makeup on. Even we went to the zoo that was on the side of a mountain. Talk about walking and that close to the sun. Hello. Mama was sweating, but my makeup stayed on. So if you want to see what my favorites were after all that rambling, stay tuned. Okay, first things first, like I said, it was hot, and I thought my makeup would like melt off my face, but it didn't. And the foundation that I was wearing is one of the ones that I said that is most sweat proof at the gym, and it is the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I've talked about this many times, but the funny thing is that I've had this forever, and it just seems to be like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps going and going and going. So it was my second day of being in Colorado, and I was going to go put my makeup on, and I go squirt, and nothing comes out. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I am here. I don't know where there is a Sephora or an Ulta. I can't go get another foundation. You know, and I'm like, so I'm like doing this, you know. I ended up, I was able to use it for the rest of my vacation. And there is a tiny bit left in there, but I was like, I will cut the top off this if need be and scrape that foundation out of here. But this really is phenomenal. It stayed perfect all day long. In Colorado, it was unbelievable. So I really do like this. And I have the color light. I'm thinking of actually trying the fair color, because I am a pretty fair complected girl. And even though this is the light, it's kind of is, every once in a while it might seem to be a tad bit too dark. So let's move on. So the powder that I used basically to set the foundation was the IT Cosmetics by Pores. This is a powder that I talk about all the time. I really do love this powder. I'm almost out of this, and I am really excited because they're making a pressed form of this, which I will purchase instead of the loose powder. Basically because when you stick your brush in here, you see like clouds of powder going up, and it really is a mess. But the powder is 100% love. Pretty much a holy grail powder for me. So Definitely love it and wore it all week. Okay, the blush that I took with me, and obviously that I wore all week, was the Laura Geller. I know you're getting tired of seeing this, Roseberry. This is the Baked, Blushed, and Brighten collection, and it just really is a phenomenal color. Again, you can make it as light or as potent as you want. So since we're talking about Laura Geller, let's just keep going. Underneath the eyes, I used my Balanced and Brighten in Fair underneath the eyes. Again, just some days I didn't even put any concealer on, just did the foundation up to the eyeballs and just put that under there, and it just, whatever it goes on top, it just kind of makes like a pretty little bow on a present. Just makes it all look pretty. So put it under there and then your eyes look pretty. But to help it out, in case it needed to be a little bit more pretty, what did Mama use? I used the Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light, and this is it. I use it on my e.l.f. stippling brush, and girl, you know I'm loving that thing. $3. That is like the best brush ever for under the eyes. Absolutely love it. But I would put this underneath the eyes. I would even go up right here. I was just like a mad woman with a highlighter. But what are you gonna do? I was in another state. Nobody knew me there, except my family, right? But I really did like it. That is, again, I love makeup because it can look one way or another however you apply it. It's pretty much, I think makeup is universal because it can take on a completely different look in just the way you apply it. So just the hourglass, just like the blush, everything. I put it on just enough, but didn't like put too much on, you know? Wasn't going out for a party, it was going to the zoo and birthday party, so it was, I didn't need to go all glow ballish. Alright, so let's talk about the bronzer that I used. It was the Light Medium Matte Bronzer by Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. I don't know how many times I need to show this before everyone knows I love it. You see the divot in the middle. I do use this every day. I love it. There was one day I actually used it as a transition color on my eyeballs. So I really do like it. It is a beautiful, totally blendable. If you want to use it as an eyeshadow, it's very blendable. It is smooth and yeah, it smells like chocolate. So what could be wrong with that? Nothing. It's a beautiful color, very blendable, and smells like chocolate. So I love it. So let's just keep going with the chocolate, shall we? Boom! Semi-Sweet Chocolate Palette. This is the palette, the main palette that I took with me to Colorado. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. I have not gotten bold enough to use that blue yet. I need to, ladies. I need to. I just really do like these colors, and just like the bronzer, these are so soft and creamy and blendable, and just absolutely loved it. For the colors up underneath the brows, I pulled out my Naked Basics, the original one. I use Foxy and Walk of Shame. I just stick my brush in both of these, and it goes up underneath the brows, and basically that's what I use every day. Okay, but before I put any eyeshadow on, I put on my Wet n Wild Cream Brulee. Love this. This is probably my 5th one. It is $1, I believe, at Walmart, and it is beautiful. It is a beautiful foundation for your eyeballs. It is absolutely. You put this on, you can put it on over, there are days I don't put any primer on my eyes at all. Just put this on and everything goes on beautifully. It really is a good starter for your eyeshadow. Absolutely love it. It's Wet n Wild, again, less than $2. So you can't go wrong. Okay, speaking of the e.l.f. brush that I use underneath the eyes, right here, here it is, $3, I tell you. This is like probably one of my favorite brushes. It's a small tapered brush. My Target does not have it, and that's the funny thing is because when I was in Colorado, we actually went to a Target, which was fun because the military base they were at before didn't have a Target. They just had a Walmart, and I love Target. And so we were there, and I'm like, your Target has like a lot of better stuff than mine does. What is up with that? But anywho, I just thought that was funny just because I was like looking at the clothes like, what? I didn't buy anything, but I was like, man, I was like, have I been missing that in my Target? It's like, I need to go to my Target and I need to see. But speaking of Target, this is where I purchased this. It was not actually in my store, but if you purchase on their website, you can actually pick it up at a store, which you save your delivery fees. So that's what I did. Picked it up, $3, best brush ever. It is just very dense, but just soft and just fits perfectly underneath the eyes. Absolutely love it. Okay, brows was pretty easy, and it's a no-brainer. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the color Espresso. This is my second one. Absolutely love it. On top of that, I put the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in the light, I believe. Light medium. There are days when I only put this on my brows. Other days I put this on with this on top and just love the combination. Okay, so let's talk about eyeliners. The same as last week. I went in with these the two Rimmel Exaggerate liners. One is in Blackest Black and the other one is in Rich Brown. I put the black on and then I put the brown on top of it, and it just kind of blends them together and it makes it not so drastic with just a black eyeliner. So I really like that. I want more than just the brown eyeliner, but I need to tone the black down just a little bit. Okay, so for eyelashes, I'm at a point right now where I just can't get happy with mascara. I've gone through several, and I'm not finding any happiness right now. This week I used the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Volume Express. This is a nice one. I think the longer I have it, the better I like it. It just seems to clump certain lashes up, and I don't like that. I've been using the Maybelline XX Pro extensions on the bottom lash line. It's the one that has the primer on one side. I really love this to get big lashes, but the brush is small enough for me to use on my bottom lash line. So I really do like that. But for an all over, I'm not finding that one. I want something that's going to give me some volume, but I want something that's like going to give me some intense length. I really do want that. I mean, I have had eyelash extensions before years ago, and I just wasn't really happy with that either, because I still want them to be darker, and I don't know, you just can't make me happy. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Okay, so let's talk about what is on my lips now. This is something that I obviously don't wear very often because it's red. But what do you think? Such an easy color to use. It is the Milani Matte Confident number 67, and this really is just a beautiful, beautiful color, and it being matte just is so easy to apply. There's not a lot of slippage going on when you're putting it on. You know, some reds, they slip, they go out of the line and just don't look put together. This really is easy to apply, and it's wearable, you know. Some you leave the house and you're like, oh my goodness. My father, if he ever saw me in red lipstick, he would think I was, remember he always said girls that something about wear too much makeup, they look like streetwalkers or something like that. I don't remember. That was from when I was a kid. But just this is a wearable red. Wearable red, and this is my only wearable red that I own, so I really do like it. Again, a matte lipstick. I don't know what it is with me and matte lipsticks, but Milani, love it. Okay, now the lip combination that has gotten some attention this week is MAC. You know that word's going to come up, and you know what's going to be MAC Soar Lip Liner, which completely need to sharpen. See that? I did the Soar Lip Liner. I lined my lips and filled them in with this. Then, on top of that, I put the MAC, and here's another matte lipstick. Kinda Sexy. That went right on top of it. I will swatch them next to each other just so you can get kind of a true idea of what they look like individually. If you want to see what they look like together, on my Instagram or Facebook, there is a picture that I posted a couple of days ago with me in sunglasses with my granddaughter Addison with her sunglasses on, and I had this on my lips. Really is a beautiful combination. There again, MAC is just something I can put on my lips and not have to worry about it. Today I was in probably about an hour away doing some real estate work, and I was coming home and I needed to stop at the store and get stuff for dinner. Since we had been out of town, there weren't, you know, a lot of groceries here. So I needed to stop at the store, and so what did I do? I had the lip liner and the lipstick in my purse, the two that I just showed you. Pulled the lip liner. I was in some serious traffic at a red light. It was like sitting there forever. So I was just like, all right. So I flipped down the mirror. My car was stopped. And put the lip liner on. It's so easy to apply. That's why I love the MAC lip liners. They are so easy to apply. Put it on, put it all on my lips, put that Kinda Sexy on top of it, light turn green, boom, I was ready. And the lips look good. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to spend a lot of time on it. And they look good. That's the point. Then I came home and put some red stuff on my lips. So that is why I love my MAC lipsticks. I love the way they smell. I love the way they go on. And you know, I think one of the reasons that I love them as well as that is when I was younger, MAC to me was just something that was not attainable. I just thought that was so expensive. You know, when you're young and you don't really know anything about money, that, you know, things like that, that does seem quite expensive. You know, when you can get a CoverGirl lipstick for very cheap at the grocery store. But as an adult, it's one of the cheaper actually lipsticks that you can get that's not drugstore. I love this, like, you know, NARS Audacious. You know, I love those, and they're a whole lot more expensive than the MAC lipsticks. So I love MAC. There are some more that I want. I'm trying to behave. The new matte lipsticks that they came out, I've just been aching because I want them so badly. But I haven't ordered any. I'm trying to be a good girl. It's not working out too well for me because I'm kind of getting weak. Okay, but last favorite. This is what I showed you last week. It was actually something I had just purchased, but it is this makeup bag. You guys, if you do not have something like this, Sonia Kashuk in Target, they have them. I even saw them when I was in Colorado at Target. This thing is phenomenal. You have these freaky lips on it all over. Then you have the checker print with the black and white. Really is beautiful. I love that you can just wipe it down. Today when I was unpacking it. I just got one of my Kirkland wipes and just cleaned it off. And absolutely, just let me tell you how versatile this thing is, and how handy it was. This is these again, Velcro, you can take them out. Basically, bottom one, I had my beauty blender that is about to just break in half. I need to like bury it and have a new one. I had my beauty blender, I had my tweezers, and I had my eyelash curler in the bottom. In the top bag, I had my MAC Fix Plus and my Model in a Bottle. That's what I had there. This was so lovely for the brushes. It has this little pocket right here, and then it has this little band. So you put your brushes in here, you put this down, and then you have the band over. And let me tell you, those brushes didn't fall out. They were sturdy, they stayed right there, and they were phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. Then you just flipped it over, and I had all the rest. I had my makeup in here, everything. Everything that I showed you here was in here, and it zipped, and it just fit everything beautifully. But before I let you go, I have to tell you the funniest story. And there are some of you that will probably appreciate it, but for those of you that pluck any eyebrows, right, as I said, I took my tweezers with me so I could keep the brows clean. Our hotel was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. But as far as makeup goes, it had horrible lighting. Absolutely horrible. They had this mirror on the counter in the sink area, and it only had a magnified side. It didn't have a regular side, just a magnified side. And then the lighting was just not conducive for good makeup application. But, you know, every morning, as I always do, I'd get my tweezer mans out and just clean up, you know, because you know, you can have a hard time growing hair in your actual brow, but you can like get some serious hairs growing down here, like on your eyeball, you know. It's crazy. So, you know, I got, you know, a little bit, and I thought I was keeping them clean. I was like, man, my brows are doing good on this vacation. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching. This morning, I got up and I washed my face. I sat down at my beauty desk and I looked in the mirror and I thought I was going to pass out. I was like, oh my God, I look like a hairy mammoth. It was just horrible. My brows were not looking good. They were looking horrible. I had hairs all over the place that I just didn't see. And no one told me I looked like a hairy mammoth, but I look like a hairy mammoth. So I had a lot of cleaning. Okay, so anyway, my camera's memory card was full, so I had to delete some old stuff off. So anyway, as I was saying, I look like a hairy mammoth, but I did spend quite a bit of time cleaning up the brows this morning, so they should look okay this morning. But seriously, I should like call that hotel and tell them they need to have some better lighting. I mean, do I need to take my makeup mirror with me when I go on vacation? I don't know. What do you do? Tell me, girls, what do you do? I can't go around looking like that. I can't do that. And I can't imagine my husband thinking that looks very appealing. So, anywho, got it all fixed this morning. Not to worry, not to worry. But that is it. Let's see. After this, I'm actually going to film a haul video, and then soon, I don't know when, but soon, you will get to meet my husband. His name is Nick. I call him Nickers. Nickers, Nickers. He's going to do, I got the Bean Boozled, the jelly beans, to do that video. Man, it's like the clouds must have gone over the sun because the lighting just like went way down. So anyway, so he and I are going to do that video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to do, have a Bath and Body haul for you and a beauty haul. So stay tuned. Love you all. See you.